Hello everyone. So lobby's open. I need to know if the members got the message correctly, because I don't know if anyone's in here from the members yet. I was trying to get members in for this first, just for every now and then I want to do streams to give members priority access first, but I don't know if it worked properly. I did do the community message letting them know that it would be open, the lobby, before I went live, but whether they got in there. So we're on Interlagos in group for Mario. You're in, okay. I just don't know people's names from I'm not sure of people's names obviously on the lobby compared to YouTube. Okay, that's fine. As long as people got the message and it was there available to give people the chance to get in first, that's good. But anyone's free to join now, obviously. I'm muted. No, gamer. I think can everyone else hear me fine? Because people are replying to me. I don't know. I'm getting replied to. You. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not muted, am I? Oh yeah, it's all good. I was gonna say I could see my volume going up and down, so I knew that it should be okay. Move this over. I wonder why that's done that. Actually, need to sort that out. I was wondering why. Need to change that back. My chat's gone small again. I can fix. Can't do it now. I have to wait until we're not live. The bug the other day. What was that? I can't remember what it was. No idea. Was that with the mic? We sorted that out straight away. I don't know what manufacturer I'm picking. That's what I'm testing out now. I'm gonna make my decision live. No idea what I'm gonna go. We're gonna test out a few different tracks. This, Nurburgring, and maybe one of the others for manufacturer, and see what I Oh, the insect. Nah, I don't know where that went. I came in the other night saying there was an insect in the room. We tried looking for it, but yeah. Porsche apparently in Group 3 isn't very good, and I've looked at the tracks, and I'm not sure Porsche is going to be an option. Now, I'm going to test out Jaguar first. This is the first car I want to test at this track, just see what it's like. And then we're going to try Mustang, like the Ford. And then, I'm not sure. We're going to try a few cars. There maybe not too much racing, to be fair. I just want to get a feel of cars, really, and test them out. 'Cause I've not really tried some of these cars on the new physics. We will obviously do some races, but I just want to go in McLaren. Yeah, I was looking at McLaren, but I decided nah. I don't think I'll go McLaren because I want a car with good top speed in Group 3. Just interested how this tyre wear is going to work out with this. With only on times 8, I think it is, with 9 laps, I don't think tyre wear will be much of an issue. I know this is going to invalidate the next lap, but I'm not really bothered. Oops. Yeah, it's definitely a no stop. That's why I'm just checking the fuel out on cars to make sure that all the cars have got good fuel to do it. I'm not going Citroen. No. Citroen's only good if fuel's a massive issue. Fuel's not really going to be an issue this season. Oh, I've run wide there again. Oh, let's just get rid of that. Tyres again is not an issue, so I don't think you need to worry about the tyre wear. I mean, I think this season it's just about, well, it's just about picking a car that you're comfortable with and that you think you can get good times with, because tyre wear is not going to be a problem. Fuel isn't going to be a problem. There's literally nothing. I think what you want is a car that in Group 4 is average on fuel consumption, judging by the settings, and in Group 3 one that burns fuel. Now the good thing about this Jaguar is the top speed. One of the reasons why I want to test it out, because when you're in a slipstream like this, it just keeps on accelerating. A bit of a corner cut there. Yeah, I haven't even done any testing for this track yet, so I'm not really up to speed. I need to give it a good proper testing. But I would say it does feel nice that we've done 2 laps and the tyre wears. It's only got a tiny bit of red off so far. No, 4-wheel drive won't dominate this. Not at all. Especially not in the race, I don't think. Yeah, you'll be surprised at how close some of the other cars can get round there. The BMW, the Mustang. I've even seen the NSX in the top 10, I think. So this isn't a particularly good lap, but we'll go again. Try another lap. What I'm liking about this, though, is qualifying is going to be so much more fun. Because with these settings, we can just keep doing laps and then maybe change sides for that final run. Which might stop people burning fuel, I don't know. It's hard to be able to tell, really. I do like the sound of this Jag, though. Probably the best sounding Group 4 car, I think. Oh, I miss the Apex. What am I doing? I miss the Apex massively. So we're going to do a few laps with the Jag. Then I'm going to do a few laps with another car, and so on. Tyre wear is not going to be an issue with this car, I can tell straight away. Looks fine. Only got 9 laps to do, and it's not really got any sort of degradation. I can't even say it. It's all looking good for this car. That's a better final corner, at least. A little bit loose into that corner. Maybe the brake bias needs to be a bit more neutral for that part. But we've done 5 laps, more than half the race, and the tyre wear is not no issue at all. So tyre wear is literally nothing to worry about this season by the looks of it. Yeah, I mean, like, the tyre wear is definitely better, but I wish the races were a bit longer. Just so that, at least, say, imagine we went back, like, to 25-minute races with this tyre wear, so that, what sort of lap time, what sort of rate, maybe 15, how long would 15 laps be here? Trying to work it out. Maybe even longer than that. Yeah, maybe about between, maybe like 17, 18 laps here. Imagine it was 18 laps and this tyre wear was on and you could reduce the fuel down, but just make it so that you could either pit for tyres, no fuel needed, or just stay out. I think it'd be interesting if they got a setting like that. At the moment, it's just a clear no stopper. It'd be nice if there was an option to pit for tyres or not pit. There is literally no need to pit on this now. Right, let's so I know it can go faster than that, this car, so let's just go in the pits, change car. But that'll definitely go faster because I'm just getting used to the track really as well. Where's the Mustang? I need the Mustang. Well, that's all right. The Mustang's faster than the Jag round there. I wouldn't be going the Mustang Group 3 if I picked Ford. I'd go this and the Ford GT. I like the Ford GT, so I'd definitely go the Ford GT over the Mustang. Although I do like the Mustang Group 3 car. God, this car's so easy to drive. Someone's got lag issues. Just see what the fuel's like. Yeah, I think he might have connection issues a bit there. I don't know. The fuel isn't as good on this car as a Jag by the looks of it, but it'll probably still do the 9 laps. Oh, a little bit loose, a bit more. Right into the bloody corner. Oh, what that car? God knows he's gonna hit me in a minute. That car, I think, with the lag. Yeah, that was a hit. Right, this guy might need to be kicked out the lobby. Who is he? I mean, I understand I want people in, but his connection needs resetting by the looks of it. Because he's everywhere. Can't have him in a race. He'd destroy the race. Alright, so now I need to brake a bit earlier for turn 1. We'll try +2 bias as well. Bit better. This has got a lot more turning than the Jag. I could have took way more speed through there then. And through there. Way more speed. Oh, look at the rear even stepping out. Front end. In half turn into corners on braking, I'd have to get used to that, but I think that could be handy. Oh, a little bit slow on the power. Still beat the Jag time on the second lap with it. Hard to work out though, because it could just be getting used to the track and the obviously the class of car. Fuel's fine. No, we're not starting yet. Trinity, you're not understanding what I'm doing in this lobby. Sorry, but this isn't about racing yet. We're testing manufacturers out. That's... Go for one more lap after this with this car, and then I'm going to try another Group 4 car and see what I think about that. I don't think I'm going to go BMW. I'm not a massive fan. I like the Group 4, but I'm not a massive fan of the Group 3 car, even though it's a good car. I just struggle with it a bit. And possibly the Aston Martin I could try, but I don't really want to go a car that I've used. I'd rather go something different. And I've already been BMW as well, so I would like to go something I've not used before. A bit harder to drive this, but I think I think this has got more potential than the Jag around this track. We're going to make a decision later on. At the end of this stream, we're going to decide on a manufacturer. And we're going to go it, but for now, we're just testing stuff out. Right. People are not understanding what I'm doing in the lobby. Clearly, they're not probably in the stream and knowing what we're doing. Try another. People keep telling me to start the race, but that felt quite nice through the first corners. No, I'm not going Ferrari. I'm not doing that to me. I've been it before anyway. I'm not doing that to myself in Group 3. We might race after, but what I'm going to do is start the race once I'm happy with my car choice for this Group 4. And we'll do the same at other tracks as well for maybe Group 3, etc. Nah, I messed the lap up here. I think the Jag was easier to keep consistent than this, but let's have a little look at the tyre wear. I think the tyre wear was better on the Jag as well. Alright, let's go in the... let's go and see a different car. Yeah, the 650S does look good on in the Group 4. And in Group 3 it probably looks better, but what are the other options? Now Toyota is an option, but I'm just not sure about the 80. I'm not the 86's biggest fan. I know it's really strong, but Corvette's worth a try. Hyundai is. Let's give this a little go. I need to put the hard tires on that. Yeah, I'm not going Dodge. Yeah, I don't want a car that's just going to get me average results, so John. I want like I want something that can get good results at certain tracks, and like I want a competitive car. I'm quite bored of driving like the NSX last season felt really annoying because it was never ever like in the top 2 cars for a track. The only time it was probably up there for qualifying was Suzuka. I want something that can do better, really. Hyundai's not bad at all. I mean, I'm really tempted by Honda. My main... God, Jesus Christ, why is it... We will stop, but not yet. I'm testing cars out, Fire Warrior. Yeah, he's obviously not in the stream, but my main cars that are in my head at the moment are Hyundai, Ford, and Jag. They're the 3 cars that are in my head the most. Don't need to worry about tyres this season. Tyres are not going to be a problem. Like, yeah, they might cause you maybe a 10th or 2 down on the last few laps, but it's not going to be like last season. You're going to be able to push 100% every lap with this season for sure. Don't know how to rev these cars as well. I've not really driven them before, so I feel like this Hyundai might need to rev out quite a bit. The fuel's good on this anyway, bloody hell. Fuels might be a bit too good though. You don't want it. Oh, how good is that through there? Bloody hell. Just loads of grip then. Bloody hell, this Group 4 car is really good, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Just loads of grip and you just put your foot down and look. It's like, It just doesn't even lose any traction. What the hell? And the front end is so strong. Look, this is so easy to drive. That's my balance on at the moment. Good on the brakes as well. Really stable. Yeah, but I'm going to try the Corvette after this. That's another option, like, that is there. It's definitely there as an option, the Corvette, but I don't know about the Group 3 car anymore. I don't think the Group 3 car is as strong as it used to be. I want to see if we can overtake this Porsche on the straight fairly easily. Yeah, I've definitely got a lot more pull than that. I mean, not see me there. This lap isn't as good, but we'll go again. Definitely easy to drive this though. Probably the easiest, one of the easiest Group 4 cars I've ever driven this. I didn't realise this car was as easy as this to drive. It's just so easy to put the power down with this. Floor it. And even when the rear goes, you can literally just... It doesn't really do it. It just has a little bit of rear and then just regains traction and it's fine. Also, look at the tyre wear is much better than the other cars. Literally no tyre wear on that front tyre, and we're coming up to completing 4 laps with this. I don't think it's as fast as the Mustang round here, but I think there'll be tracks where it's better. Oh, bit of oversteer there. Interesting. The fuel might be a bit too good though. I don't want a car that's going to be really good on fuel. Now this is way better than the other cars. You basically want to be running out of fuel with... I want to be at like, so the car, I want the car to be like half a lap of fuel, if that, at the end. Not like a lap and a half. You don't want that, because then the car's heavier. Alright, so that's not bad. That feels easy to drive. Really, I'm really helping so far, but let's try the Corvette out. Now, the Group 3 car is what worries me of that. What other cars can we go? No. Definitely not going this on. Just try this Corvette out. Now this has got quite bad tyre wear, hasn't it? But it shouldn't be as bad of an issue now. Yeah, I'll try the Toyota GT3, but I'm not the best with that car, and I'm not a massive fan of it. I know it's strong, but this car again is like really, really easy to drive. But this is looking a bit better for how I want the fuel to be. So using a bit more fuel up, it's probably about perfect for 9 laps, but oh, bit of understeer on the braking. Oh, too much speed into there. Feels quite similar to the Hyundai, to be honest, this, but maybe a little faster down the straights. So the Mustang, oh god, where am I going there? The Mustang, probably the faster car, but I think that front tyre wear was quite bad with that Mustang. I mean, it won't be a massive issue, but it would definitely slow it down towards the end of the stint. I want that one. Right, let's try another lap. That lap was a bit messy with that mistake in it. Right, let's try again. Turn, you piece of shit. Oh, you can't brake as late as some of the other cars. Meh. I'm not feeling this as much as I did the Jag and the Ford. It is a case of just getting used to the car though, because it has got potential. I can feel the potential's there with it. Again, it's got a lot of traction on power. Like you can just, the rear just doesn't move. It just... Probably best staying in third gear for that corner. Yeah, it's a bit like the Hyundai, I think, really. It's the traction on the rear is, again, you can just floor it. Once you're used to the way the handles through the corners, like the braking and that, it'll be really easy to drive. Again, I braked too late there. I need to just get that braking right so I can judge its lap time. I'm just not hitting the... I'm hitting the brakes too late. The RS01 won't be... I don't think it's got the power, if I'm brutally honest. It's not a bad car, but they took power off it in an update a while ago, which has made it pretty shit, to be honest. It was already one of the slowest cars, and then they took power off it. Oh, shit. Try again. Quite hard to you, like, on the braking it doesn't feel as good as the Mustang and other cars, and the Jag, like, it's just running wide a bit. Doesn't feel as strong on the brakes as them cars, possibly because it, I don't know what the speed line, straight line speed compares to them cars. I'm not sure. So I think some of these other drivers in here are running around with like 8% fuel and stuff. But I'm just doing a few laps and changing car, and it needs to stay in third there. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go Corvette. It doesn't, I just don't think it's gonna appeal to me, that. Let's see what else we've got. I mean, I know Ferrari's there now, being competitive, but I just don't want to go the Group 3 car. I've been Ferrari before as well. Don't really want to go them again. I had the brakes on +3. Let's give this Toyota a go. Even though I just don't really want to go Toyota, if I'm honest, because it's going to be so overcrowded. Toyota. Yeah, the tires wear quite fast on the Renault, and they probably wear even more now on the RS01 in Group 3. No, I'm not going Lexus. It doesn't fit my style. I'm not a fan of it. I'll try this, but if I'm brutally honest, I don't think I'm going to go it, because I know it's going to be overcrowded. There's going to be so many people going. There's going to be so many people going Toyota. Vibe, no. Not gonna go Dodge. Now this car's just shit on the straights, that's a problem. Mario90 donated €5 through Super Chat. Maybe it's just me, but in your lobby I felt I was faster than usual. Good feeling though. Thank you very much, Mario, for the donation. I'm glad you felt like it was faster than normal. I think I've got everything set up properly, but you might also be feeling because the tyre wear is lower, you've just got more constant grip. So in general, with lower tyre wear, you're more consistent as well throughout the lap. Because the tyres don't depreciate, so you have more traction everywhere. But thank you very much for that donation, mate. You're a legend. Thank you. Need to back off here. You have to rev this car, don't you? What's the fuel? Let's have a little look at the fuel. Oh, okay. Bloody hell. Why is the fuel that good? I always thought the Toyota was shit on fuel. What's going on here? The Toyota's just bloody good on fuel. I didn't know that. Now I'm a bit baffled at that. Now I have been Toyota before in manufacturers, so that's the only thing as well that puts me off going anything like this. I went it when it wasn't quite as OP as it is now, but I don't think it'll be as overpowered now with the tyre wear being better though. Why not Dodge? I'm out on that. I don't want to go Dodge. Just lacking the straight line speed, really, isn't it? That's... Oh. Probably a penalty, but I didn't really have much choice because that car was there. So I'll just ignore that penalty because I had to get out of the way because of him. So far, I think it's either the Mustang or the Jag that I'm swayed towards. For this race anyway, not overall because we need to test Group 3 out. We're going to go to Nurburgring for a Group 3 test after this. Lost a lot of time there, drifted it. It feels actually not bad. It's better than I remember to drive, but you've really got to start getting used to pushing it like the Alpha 4C, I think. You got to have it hanging out a bit and really too aggressive. And do you know what? I really don't want a car that you can't overtake in, so no. I'm not even going to think about Toyota because you just can't overtake in Group 4. You literally get stuck behind people because of the bloody straight line speed. It'll be like the 4C. Another reason why I wouldn't go the Alpha. Lexus would be an option if I liked it, but I just can't get the hang of that car. Don't want to go a front wheel drive car, or a 4-wheel drive car will probably kill the tires as well. I think I'm going to start this race. Let's go back into the... I think so far I feel like the potential was with the Ford. Let's just let's go back into this, and now I'm going to set a qualifying lap, and then I'm going to start racing this car. And then we'll try Group 3 after, and I'm going to test some Group 3 cars out. What's the timer on there? 54. Alright, let's try and get used to this car again. Yeah, I'm not sure what this car is like in terms of revving as well. I don't think you rev it maximum, but I'm not 100% sure. I know the Group 3 car you don't, but I'm not sure about this one. This one will be different to the Group 3. Ah, you little bitch, you got a penalty. Nissan will be the best? No. No, I'm not going back to a car that I've... Let me get rid of this penalty. I don't want to go a car that I've been. I want to try something different. I mean, Aston Martin would be an option, but I think Ford is a better option for me personally because I can go the Ford GT. Well, it's got some understeer through there, but got to get used to it. But this is why I want to go this car. Look at the different straight line speed. Look, like you're not got a chance against a car like. I mean, Jesus Christ, mate. He can obviously brake a bit later than the Mustang, though, but. Oh, it likes to be trail braked a lot, this car. Yeah, I'm getting the feel of this car now. It's just the only issue I think might cause an issue is the front tyre wear. But if it's only a case of 2 laps you have to live with it for, I could probably live with it. Oh. Might be a penalty again, ran wide. Might have got away with it. Yeah, but the tyre wear's really low, so it doesn't really matter. Mustang. I prefer the Mustang to the Corvette. Like, this is going to be a no-stopper for this car. Pretty simple. I mean, it might have a bit of tyre at the end, but it's not going to be losing you massive amount of time. It's still going to... You'll still be able to defend because of the straight line speed. And if you've run the car towards like 5 rear bias for the last half of the race, or even just run it from the start like that, you probably look after the tyres anyway. I mean, if you look at the moment now, we're coming up to the end of lap 4, and them front tyres are like, they don't even look like they've worn. They're not going to cause an issue, really. So I'll go in the pits after this lap, change the tyres, and then run a lap with fresh tyres. It's much more consistent with the lap times this so far. Might be a corner cut. Nope, got away with it somehow. Yeah, the M458 is in Group 3. Group 4 it's a nice car, but Group 3, nah. Even with these old tyres, this car still feels really good. Oops, messed that final corner up. We're going to start the race in a bit. Let me just finish this and then change tyres. I'm going to go for this lap and then change the tyres. I want to see what the difference is like between a fresh set of tyres to a worn set, because that's a bit better that lap. Still got speed on them worn tyres though. Oh, you know, we'll just... I know this... I'm going this car. Because with fresh tyres, this will probably be able to get... With burning fuel, this car might get in the 37s in the real qualifying. Interesting. We'll start this in a minute then. Let's just... I won't bother with a fresh lap. Yeah, Jaguar is okay. I found that the choice was, for me personally, was between the Jaguar or this. I'm surprised at that tyre wear though on this Mustang. Look at that. It's fairly even between the front and rear. There's not. We've done 5 flying laps there. That tyre wear is not going to cause any issues in a 9-lap race. Surprising. Right, so if I would have had fresh tyres, I think we would have beat that 38.3 anyway. Let's I don't know how low his fuel was as well. What was mine on at the end? Probably about 50-60% when we started the lap. I'm guessing their laps were probably on fresh tyres with about 2% fuel, but... Yeah, this has surprised me, that tyre wear, to be honest. I expected the fronts to go a lot more than that. But we'll start this race anyway. So it's a flat-out race to the finish. Shouldn't be any pit stops, no changing the tyres, just a flat-out race. A bit of pain. Super GT's on MotoGP. I think I can afford to do this. So we're gonna go. I think free bias was okay. Wow, why does my steering wheel gone really weird feeling? Like it's... The force feedback's changed from that qualifying to the race. Bit weird. Yeah, I like the feel of this Group 4 car, I can tell you that. It feels really nice to drive. Oh! I thought he was, he must have just went flat out into that corner. The thing with them four-wheel drive cars as well, I think they're going to use up the tyres a lot more than even the FR cars. I really like this Ford, you know, it just feels really nice to drive. I could get used to this, I think, you know. I like that this car's got handling and straight line speed as well, because this car is handling pretty good for a heavy car. Better than I expected, to be fair. Might be a penalty. Run wide. No penalty, I'm surprised at that. Yeah, it is. It doesn't really get affected by the curbs too much. Like, that would be risky normally in some cars, hitting that outside curb like that, but in this, nothing. It's just surprising how good this handles, though, for such a heavy car. Like, the front end is really strong. Could have pushed it more then. I backed out of the corner. I'm really liking this car. I mean, look at the tyre wear. it's not going to be an issue. What I like about this car as well is, if you ever need to short shift it, it still pulls. So that situation there, if it would have carried on, it probably would have ran wide. Short shifted, carries on accelerating, but bites back into the corner. Just keep an eye on that fuel. Fuel's fine. So no issue with fuel. Fuel's pretty much perfect actually, because I'll be able to burn it at the start. You'll be able to just... This will pretty much be on the perfect amount of fuel at the end of the race. So far, I think I'm swaying because I know what car I want to... Like, I won't go the Mustang in Group 3. I'll probably go the Ford GT. Now, there are reasons for that, obviously. I think the Ford GT will be better on the handling tracks, but it's still going to be strong on the straight line tracks as well. You know, the ones that matter for pure outright speed, I think the Ford GT will still be decent. I'm from the UK. Now the tyre wear is not going to be a problem. Like even, and to be fair, this car seems better than it used to be on tyre wear. They seem to have changed something. Like, it's probably also because this is what the problem was with the old tyre wear. Because it was so exaggerated, it was making an exaggerated difference between what it should be between your front and rears with cars. So if a car was slightly worse on the fronts, With times 20, it looked way worse than it should have done. Because every moment of understeer would kill the fronts. And the same with MR cars. So every like slide, every drift or anything like that would kill your rear tyres with them cars. But to be fair, I think they're still killing the rear tyres, the MR cars. But I don't think it'll be as bad on times 8 tyre wear and stuff like that. I think it'll be perfectly drivable. So I've lost a bit of speed here, but I think that's more to do with the fact that I'm not concentrating. I think if I was 100% concentrating, we'd have only lost a couple of attempts a lap. Let's just try and concentrate on this lap and just see what the potential is. Let's see if it can carry on doing 38s all the way to the end. This should be back in the 38, so yeah, it should still do 38 if you concentrate. So if you're obviously not talking and that there. Oh, nearly 39.0, but not too bad really. If we wouldn't have messed up that one corner, I think we would have probably got it. Yeah, Silverstone will be coming, I think. It looks pretty obvious from the... I already knew that it was kind of coming anyway, Silverstone. So... BMW, I'm not too sure. I'm impressed with that Mustang, though. No, fuel's not an issue for Group 3 or Group 4. So we'll go to Nurburgring now. I'm going to load up the conditions for the Nurburgring GP track, and I'm going to try out... I'm just going to try out either the Ford GT or the Ford Mustang. I'm just going to see how the Mustang handles there, but I'm probably going to go with the GT, and I think I'm going to pick Ford. It's looking like Ford anyway. Right, let's just get these conditions up for this race. I'll get it off my phone. Alright, what are the conditions? Let me find out. GTS companion app. That. We want the Nurburgring race, which is there. It's 8 laps. Where are we? Gone past that one. Why am I not seeing it here? This is blind. What am I doing? There you are. Why did I miss that? Don't know the time of day, but we'll just put it fine weather, 12 o'clock, 8 laps. Fast rolling start, sorry. Tyre wear is going to be times 8. Yeah. No. Times 6, sorry, times 6. I'm racing mediums. So it'll probably be racing mediums and racing hards, but just going to be racing mediums, really. Prohibited. Group 3. Is that everything right there? I think that's all okay, isn't it? We can go to the Nurburgring now. Try that out. I'm surprised. Times 6 tyre wear. I know it's on medium tyres, but that should be fine for a no-stopper, I think. I'm not 100% sure, though. You enjoyed racing with everyone. Nice to see you, Mario. Oh, Alscas. We won't be doing Daily Race C next week, Ben. Yeah. I don't like the track, so no. I mean, I don't think I've ever done it in reverse, like ever. Right, so now we're gonna jump into. Let's just. Let's just try this out and see what let's just see what this is like. I mean, I'm probably not going to go this car in Group 3, but I just want to give it a go and see what it's going to be like on the harder kind of track for its abilities. Herman Bergs has become a member of the channel. Thank you very much, Herman, mate. I appreciate that. Thanks for joining the channel and supporting me. Thank you very much, mate. You're a legend. That's all okay. Right, let's go out and this track takes a bit of getting used to. So what I might do is do 5 laps in this, then 5 laps in the Ford GT, and then 5 laps back in this, or 5, 6 laps, something like that, and then we'll do a race again. I'll tell you what though, I drove the Ferrari here the other day, and this is handling better. Why are the Mustangs handling so good? I mean, this Group 3 car this is a heavy one, and look, it's handling really good. See you on track, Jonas. But I'm still probably going to go the Ford GT, because I think that'll be even better. But I'll try it out first. I'll decide in a minute. Very stable car, this. Oh, that hit the apex perfectly. And my prediction is Jomas might be going Jaguar again. Let's see what car he's in here. Messed that up, but that was my error, not the car's, really. Oh, that's where it struggles through there, but I can let it off for that because that's the kind of corner it will struggle on. And that kind of corner, but it's still doing okay. Wow, the tyre wear looks quite under control with this Mustang now for the fronts. Because I drove the outlap aggressively, so... Might be a corner cut, I'm not sure. No. Missed the apex that time by a mile, but this is surprisingly easy to drive around this track. I wasn't expecting this. This has made my decision a lot harder now. What car? Especially when I'm looking at the front tyres and they're not dying any faster than the rears. What is going on? Do I go the Ford GT or this? I really don't know now because this is just looking after the tyres really well. Damn. Messed that corner up, but that was my error again. Ah, I'm making errors. Even with the tire weather, it's getting faster. Fuel is fine for the nose stopper as well. I messed this lap up, so this will be a slower lap, but it can definitely get 55s comfortably. You know what's really nice about this is not worrying about your tyre wear. When we were in the NSX, it was just constant worry about the tyres. The tyre wear is 100% balanced between front and rear. What is going on? We're going to jump in the Ford in a minute and try that out, the GT, because that should be a bit faster than this. I think it'll be faster around this track, but I need to see by how much it'll be faster. The drop-off isn't bad with that. Let's just try the Ford GT out. That was consistent. The tyre wear was fine. No issues with the tyres there for that car. Mediums, yeah. Now let's try this out. I enjoy driving this once you get the hang of it, but I expect this will be worse on the rear tyres, so we're going to go. That'll be a penalty, but fuel's fine with this. You can feel that this car is just a bit more floaty on the front end. Yeah, it's a lot better through this kind of section. Oh, I'll read that when I get on this straight. New member, we've got welcome Bauer E-Racing. Thank you for joining the channel as a member. Massive appreciation to you. Thank you very much. No, I'm not going Corvette at all. My mind is made up. I'm going forward. I don't know what car I'm going to go out of the 2 Group 3s. I think I just got to decide this bit now. Ah, that was terrible. No, why am I driving so bad? A lot easier through there with this car. So we're going to match the Mustang lap, and this hasn't been a particularly good lap. So this is going to be probably half a second faster maybe when we get it going. Messed that up. I think this car's a bit trickier to drive, but I think once you've got used to it, I think it's going to be faster. Miss the apex. Damn. Wow, look at this. I think when this hooks a lap up, it's going to be very strong round there. I haven't even hooked that first sector up yet. No, don't mess that corner up. I messed the final corner up, but yeah, that's the this has got the potential. I think I'm going the Ford GT. This is way better. This will get in 54s. The tyre wear though, look at the tyre wear. That's the issue. That's the only problem that I'm seeing straight away. What will this car be like after 8 laps of punishment? Ugh. I could go more towards the front bias. You could go more. Let's just see what it's like with full front bias. You're going to have to, in race condition, go all the way to the front, and it might be okay. I'll test it out in the race in a minute. We'll use this for the race. this is set to the proper settings that the FIA will be on when it gets to this round. Time 6 with racing mediums, I think. But it still drives quite nice even on -5. Probably drives better on -5 actually. And that'll probably even out the tyre wear a bit. If I would have hooked that last corner up, we would have gained about a 10th or 2, and then the first sector we can do better. So, yeah, I've gained a 10th on there, just on that last sector. I keep missing the apex there, I've got to get that sorted. Okay, I think this car will just about be able to survive 8 laps, because that was half the race. We've all the way to the front bias, so I think it'll get better. Right, let's try this out. Let's do a race. Let's go toilet before we start this as well. Yeah, they've lowered the tyre. Bloody hell, I wanted to get off the race. They've lowered the tyre wear. Let me just go for a wait. Turn the mic on would help. So Jomis is in the Audi R8. That's a good comparison because I want to see what it's like in tyre wear compared to the Ford. It'd be interesting because they're both very similar type of cars. So let's have a little look. Right, let's start this race anyway. So we need to go all the way to the front with the bias. Need to be a bit cautious of the rear tyres. I need to get the braking point sorted for turn 1. I've got a bloody hole in my gloves as well, which is annoying me on my finger. £40, they don't even last. I think we did 3 or 4 months. Not that impressed with them, to be honest. So the Audi is probably the best car for this track in terms of outright pace. That Jonas is in there, but it'll be interesting to see what it's like in the race against the Ford GT. It's very hard to get rid of that Audi. Oh, made a mistake on the power there. He might be able to get a run up me, I don't know. No, he's not going to risk that, he's too far back. But the tyres are looking much better now with five to the front bias. Oh, that was nice through there. The rear tyre wear is basically non-existent now. I've moved that bias. Oh. Oh, there's a cone in the track. That put me off a bit. I was scared I was going to hit it. Oh, I love this Ford GT. It suits my kind of driving. Oh, the Audi got a bit twitchy then with the loss of downforce. Oh, Jonas, he's binned it. He's binned it. Has he caught it? Oh, he saved it. He just about saved it. Is that a sign that the rears are going off on the Audi? They're definitely not going off on this unless he just downshifted too fast. That was a scruffy lap, that. Whoa. Ooh, that was a little bit scary. He's slowly gaining. He's definitely gaining, but... I wish the gearing was a bit different through that corner so you get higher on the revs, but it doesn't work out too bad on the exit though. Gradually closing back in. So like, fair signs that the rears are starting to go here. Through there, it started to drift a bit. Oh. Oh, he lost it on the dirty tyres. Oh, he got dirt on the tyres, I think that's some marbles. Oh, his tyres are fading, look. I don't know if he got a bit of like mud on the tyre or dirt or maybe marbles, but he lost a lot of traction. You can survive the whole race, no real issue. Obviously it did fade at the end, but you expect that. So that, I think it's definitely got to be the Ford GT out of the two cars for me. Definitely. Yeah, the Ford GT is quite good on the... I mean, it was losing the rear a bit at the end, but other than that, it was fairly consistent. It could have been because Jomas had different brake bias also. I don't know if Jomas was running -5. He might have been running -3, so his fronts were maybe wearing a little bit less. Good race, Jomas. The Audi's definitely the faster car over one lap, but it would struggle to get past at that track because the Ford's so fast. So if you do get ahead, I don't know. What brake bias was he running, -3 or something? Or the Ford GT's always been a good car. I don't know why people forgot about this, right? Like, it was the overpowered car when they launched it. It was destroying all other cars, way faster than everything else. And then, suddenly, everyone forgot about it. And was like... I think the tyre wear kind of made people forget about it, the high tyre wear. But now the tyre wear's back down. I think the Ford isn't that far behind. The, Oh, you only have -1, right? I had -5 to save the rears. And then the fronts were wearing more, so that explains the tyre wear difference between mine and Jomas. Him having worse rears but better fronts because he had less bias on the front. Yeah, I had -5. It's not as fast over a lap, -5, but it just gives you a little bit more stability at the rear. Yeah, the Ford GT, it's always been a good car. It's not as good as the Audi over 1 lap on time trial at that track, because the Audi loses speed in 6th gear, I think it is. It dies a bit. It's like not even... I think the NSX is faster than it once you get to like 155. Or even less than that, 140. But because this track is a lot of slow into fast... Yeah, I think the Ford GTs are going to be a car. I'm going to go the Ford. I'm going to go and do it now. We're going Ford. I'm going Ford and then the Ford GT. Yeah, I think it's secure. I find the Ford GT really stay. I don't know what it is. I like the way the traction is. It feels predictable, and I like that. It feels like you can lose it, but it tells you when you're on the limit, and I like that about the car. It's got this nice feeling of having the rear slightly sliding, and I like that feeling. Plus, it's going to be very good at fast, like straight. Any track that's all about straight line speed, this is also going to be a good car. So it's going to be good on handling tracks and good on like Monza, Bathurst, Le Mans. If we go there, which I think we are, aren't we? Circuit de la Sarthe, I think it's on there. So if we go there, it's going to be strong there as well. Yeah, I think it feels really like planted, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it's got a good for the physics change where some of the MR cars are suffering from underseat. For example, the Porsche, when you get on the power, the Ford GT isn't suffering that. St. Croix, it's going to be very good at St. Croix. Pretty much the perfect track for St. Croix, the Ford GT. I think it was the OP car at one stage. I think I don't know whether the Audi will be able to keep up there now. I don't know, because it's a lot higher speed though. So it'd be interesting. I think it might have the depends what version of St. Croix though. If it's only the it really depends if it's got the long straight on it or not. I don't know. Yeah, that's my first lap with the Ford GT. Then was a 55.6, and then in the race we did a 55.2, and it wasn't even the good first sector. So it says it all. Yeah, exactly. In the Ford Mustang, my laps were 56.3, 56.2, 56.4, and that would have faded off to about late 57s, whereas the Ford GT just stabilised around 55.9s to 56.1s. Oh, St. Croix in Group B, Group 4. That shouldn't be too bad though. If St. Croix won't be bad in the Mustang, I don't think. Not with the new tyre wear. It should be fairly decent. It won't be the fastest car, but it'll be able to overtake. That's the good thing about it. Oh wow, we're going Ford. We're risking it with Ford. I might not win because there's a lot of fast drivers going forward, but I just want to be competitive, and I think this car's got the ability to do it. Let's have a little... Should we go and sign for them now? I think I will. Let's go and sign for them now. So I'm going to end the lobby there. Just so people know we've done some testing there. I think I've got it in my head, so I'm going to go and do it. We're going to do it before I change my mind, so I'm going to end that lobby. And I'm going to go and pick my cars. Before I make any like changes in my head or anything. Alright, where are we? Just why is there means to do something? I want to try something now. Start recording that. Let me just keep an eye on the CPU. It's gonna go up, but it should be okay. So Ford it is. Yep. Ford GT. We're gonna do it. I don't think the NSX will be as bad now, but I just want to try something different. They're going forward. Watch them BOP this car now on the day before. It wouldn't surprise me. Right, we're done on that. Let's forward that on there so I can... Yeah, have you not done the Ford GT? It's only the Group 4 you need to do for me, isn't it, I think, Mungino? Let me just check. I'm pretty sure I've got this car done. Go and put our livery on it and see what it looks like. Oh, what am I doing? I'm on the wrong bit. So we got my collection. That one, isn't it? Nope. I quite like the Mustang Group 4 though, to be fair. I think it's going to be decent. There we go. Let's have a little look at the livery on the car. We preview it. How do we preview it? That's what we'll be rolling with in FIA manufacturers this season. I feel a little bit more happy with this car for Group 3, and I think the Group 4 car will struggle at some tracks, but I think it's also going to be strong at some tracks. So we'll see. I don't think that there is a Ford GT Group 4 car you can that's even in racing, so kind of makes sense that they haven't done that. The Mustang has I think it has a GT4 type car. Yeah, the rear wheels are massive, aren't they? So let's have a little look at the leaderboard for the top 10 stars now that I can actually check it out on this for Saturday's race. Let's see if I've got any potential for... I swear this car must be good, the Group 4 Mustang. Let's have a little look. Oh, P2 in the Mustang. P8 in the Mustang. Yeah, a lot of people are going Ford though. Look, we've got Grasser. We've got this guy here, Jim Racing, I think that is. PR1, he's gone from Alpha to Ford. It's going to be tough. Let's see who else has gone Ford that's not on the top 10. Can't see anyone else. No one else there with the Ford. A lot of variety though. It seems a lot of BMWs, a lot of Toyota, a lot of BMW, a few Porsche, Aston Martin up there at the top as well. Lightning just being OP in a car that you shouldn't. Saying that though, the WRX is quite strong there. That doesn't surprise me. RCF up there. Yeah, it will be hard competition, but I would rather be... Do you know what? I'm not bothered if I don't win. Like I've said this from the start, I'm really not arsed if I come P1. What I want is to just feel like I can race and be competitive and overtake. And I know that that Ford GT it's going to have the ability to overtake on a straight. It's got the power. Too often I've been in a car that's just struggled straight line. I mean, it is trolling a bit, but the Subaru is going to be much more competitive this season, I'll tell you that now, because one reason, the fuel's not very good. So that car will be very light towards the end of the race. Two, the tyre wear is no issue. Although the four-wheel drive will be an issue for the Group 4 a tiny bit, Lightning's insane with the Group tyre wear. And also, the WRX does not wear anything on the rear tyres, so he can just go 5 rear bias and just be really gentle on the brakes, and he'll look after them tyres probably better than most. And the WRX will have its tracks, like Interlagos has got kind of a four-wheel. The Atenza used to be the OP car there. It's probably not now. I'm not sure. Might still be, but I think the WRX will be strong there for Lightning to get a win. And then in the Group 3 car, is going to be very strong on some tracks, except for I think he'll struggle at. I don't even know if he'll bother doing it, to be fair, because let's have a little look at the calendar. Right, let's see. We've got Interlagos, obviously very strong for myself and Lightning. I don't like that track, but I don't know what my Mustang will be like there. That might be quite a weak track for the Mustang, to be fair, because it's a lot of fast corners. Now, this is obviously going to be a strong one for mine, but Lightning will struggle insanely at that track because the Subaru's top speed is shit. That should be a strong track for both, really, because the Subaru, I think, might be decent there. It won't be strong down the straights, but it's going to be really strong through the corners. The Ford GT, I think, might be one to watch there. I think the Ford GT could be. I think it might be as good as the Toyota Supra around that. I really do. I might have to try I might try the GT on the time trial on race B at the moment just to see, because I think that'll be good around there. This is probably going to be Silverstone or Goodwood. And one of these, the two of these will be Silverstone. One will be Goodwood. My guess is this will be Silverstone on the main track in Group 3. Because the BOP will be quite friendly there. This possibly Group... Well, I don't know. I'd say that might be Group 4 at Goodwood. Because if you look, we've gone Group 4, Group 4, Group 3, Group 3, Group 4, Group 4, Group 3, Group 3, Group 4, and then it will end on a Group 3 for the extra race. So my guess is Group 4 at Goodwood, Group 3 at Silverstone. No. No. Let me get this right. Yeah. I don't know actually now, because that's got to be the national track, and I don't think... I would say they'll go to Group 4 in Silverstone and Group 3. So if that's Group 3 at Silverstone, that one of these will be Group 4 at Silverstone on the national track, not the full track. Because by what it sounds like is, from what people are saying, it's going to have 4 variations or 5 variations, and possibly even the original variation is coming. I don't know that for sure, but someone did mention it, and I don't know who. I heard it as a rumor a while ago that the original Silverstone might come to the game as well. I don't know if that's true. Might not be true. It could just be a load of crap, so don't quote me on it. But it would be interesting if that was coming as well. Because they're hiding it because they haven't released the tracks coming yet, Silverstone. But a lot of people are convinced it's Silverstone for this month. Yeah, the original would be amazing as well, but I do like the new version. I think the new version is going to be, if it's Group 3 on the new version, hello Ford GT, that's all I'm going to say. That'll be a good car there. I think the Toyota Supra will be the best, but yeah. What about Nations then? What have we got for Nations? I did a lap with a Beetle before just to see what it's like. I'm not going to use that. I just literally jumped on quickly to do a few laps. What did we do? We weren't very quick at all. Yeah, it was only there at 29.9. I just wanted to try it, but I think after looking at that, it's got to be the R8, hasn't it? Because the R8 can cope with the tyre wear now. R8 or Ford GT, probably the R8, because this track is not all about flat, straight line speed. The FT1's there though, with its really good tyre wear. That makes me wonder, would it be worth that car? The M6 also. So the options for this are going to be the R8, M6 or FT1. I don't see any other option really. Surprise Deep Forest. You never know. It might have 2 tracks on the next update. It might. But it's got to be a track with multiple variations. As far as I remember, Deep Forest only had 1 variation, didn't it? I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah, I've seen Race C next week. So I'm guessing M. Thomas is going to go Ferrari manufacturers, isn't he? That could be a good car for Group 4 races, but RIP your Group 3. Yeah, I won't be doing... I might just learn it just for the sake of streaming it, because we can go on our shit account and we don't care if we do rubbish. I don't think that's gonna come, Motegi. It might come eventually, but I don't think it's gonna come straight away, because I got told a long time ago that Silverstone was pretty much on the verge of being finished. So if that was on the verge of being finished, I think it's very likely that this month's track will be Silverstone. So yeah, I'm hoping. I've heard a lot of rumors for a lot of tracks for GT7. But when the next game comes out, apparently they were doing Road. Someone's just said it straight away when I was about to say it. Road Atlanta was getting scammed a long time ago by the GT team. So if if they're scanning that, it wouldn't be for this game because it wasn't too long ago. I think that'll be for the next game. Yeah, Silverstone will make sense. I think it kind of it was on GT6, so not a massive amount of work for them to do. They've probably got the bases there. They've probably just updated it a bit, and it'll come to this. But really don't know what car for this. I really like the Audi R8, but in race trim, will it be as good as the FT1? I don't think it will. How many laps is this as well? Ooh, 12 laps times 9 tyre wear on mediums. The FT1 will be able to no stop that, I think. But I don't think the Audi will. Who thinks the R8? I don't think the Audi R8 will be able to no stop that on times 9 with mediums on a 12-lap race. I think it will struggle. Considering that last race at Nurburgring was 8 laps, slightly shorter, slightly longer lap, obviously, and it was times 6 on mediums. Nah, I don't think. I think the FT1 will be the best race choice for that. I'm pretty sure. Might practice with the FT1 for that. I don't know. Not even sure if I'll definitely do this race, though, to be fair, because I hate the chicane. What are the tracks? I haven't even looked at the tracks for the nations. Where are we? So, where are we up to? We're up to there. So then we go to Interlagos and then M300. Don't really know what that. Why have we got no? Well, this is interesting, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's also 4 tracks there that haven't. So like one of them's got to be Goodwood. Not gonna have 2 at Goodwood. So there's obviously. This makes me. Is it possible that we could be getting a double track this month? Because surely they wouldn't do. Say they did Silverstone there, one variation, Goodwood, Silverstone a different variation. Would they then do another variation of Silverstone there? They wouldn't do 3 variations in one season. I don't believe they'd do that. They can't do 3 variations in one season of the same track. They'd only do 2, I think, because that would be abusing the new track a bit. Right, so there could be, yeah, they might not have put any information because one of them might just be a new car, the new Red Bull car, that's basically the same as what we've already got but slightly different. So it's probably Silverstone. One of them will probably be, there'll be probably 2 Silverstone variations in Nations as well. One of the other tracks will be a car that we haven't got yet. But could they not just have put GRX and not, because the Red Bull's a GRX, so would they have not have just put GRX down and not told you what? Because that wouldn't have given away the car, would it? Oh, they don't do it, do they? They always hide. If they're gonna hide one bit, they hide the other bit as well. So yeah, they hide. So if they're gonna hide the car, they'll also hide the track. They won't show you any of it. They just leave it blank. So yeah, it probably is. Probably is just although, yeah, but like I say, could they not have just put GRX in the track that it's going to be? I don't know. Because that wouldn't have give away. They're just teasing, aren't they? I definitely think Silverstone's coming, though. That's got Group B. How good would it be if they added like a variation of could they do it with Silverstone? Is there a rallycross track at Silverstone that goes like onto the real track and then onto a rally track? Is that even a thing at Silverstone? Can't remember. I know that they've done one at Spa, haven't they, recently? I think they did do one at Spa. How good would it be if they did one like that at Silverstone that had half rally and half the real track? That would be quite a good idea, I think. That'd make it entertaining. Because Group B's a bit shit. Like, if I'm honest, Group B's not really good for dirt, but if it had a mixture, I think it would make it entertaining. It'd be nice if they did something like that. Yeah, I know it's rallycross, obviously, but Group B is basically just rally cars, so why not? I mean, they could do it. Be interesting. I like that race, the final race in the top 16s. I love Group 2 at Mount Panama. It's really good fun, so that'll be an entertaining race. Hopefully I can try and get there for that, because where are we now in the... Let's have a little look. So with P2 in the UK, and we're quite a bit ahead, to be honest, and we've got a bad round to get rid of still. I've still got to get rid of... Where is it? Just go back to... I need to get rid of that 2.3k round, so I'm sure I'll get that round to 2.6. And I need to start... Let's have a little look at all these rounds, actually, so I can see what rounds are going to be strong for me. Where are we? So we've got... I don't think that I might... Where is it? This one, I don't... I'll be lucky if I pick up... If I do that and pick up a good round, I'll be amazed. Doubt I'll get a good round. I'll try that, depending on the car. That is not going to be... I'm so shit at Circuit de la Sarthe in Group 1, so that won't be a good round. That could be. Group 4 at Suzuka definitely could be a good round for myself if I hook it up, because I'm quite strong in Group 4 around there. But then these, we have no idea what these are. That one won't be. That one will be. So I've got a chance of good points if... do you know what I would love? A Group 1 race around Silverstone. That would be so good. How good would a Group 1 race at Silverstone be? High downforce. It could even be the new Red Bull at Silverstone, one of them. That'd be interesting. Yeah, the Red Bull Junior was really good fun, and they made it a bit more secure as well with that update, didn't they? They stabilized the rear of it. It was a little bit weird through turn 1, but Group 1 at Silverstone would be literally perfect. The first section, flat out in the Porsche or something like that. That would... Oh, the feeling of that. I used to love the track on the F1 games, and so, yeah. I even liked it on Project Cars and stuff like that. WOA... Well, good point. Hang on a minute. Someone, what date is Silverstone this year in the F1 calendar? Let me see something here. Have we got a date for F1 on this? What date is it? See if it matches to any of these. If it matches one of these, I think we've got a race confirmed. Someone Google. Because they did it, didn't they? What did they do on one of the rounds? 12th of July, maybe not then. No. I mean, you never know. They could go there on one of these, couldn't they? Possible. 12th of July, that doesn't make sense. Because the 10th... No, that can't be right. It can't be the 12th of July. Alright, no, it can't be. Because the race is going to be on a Sunday, which is the 11th. Oh, wait, there. No. Oh, yeah. You're right. I'm on the wrong month. Okay, yeah. Ah, look. I'm right. It's going to be that. It's going to be... I think it's going to be the F1 car at Suzuka. I mean, at Silverstone. Too convenient, isn't it? How convenient is that one of the rounds completely blanked out is the day? No, the F1 car is really good now. I think the F1 car is good now. The only other thing they could do is do the Super Formula there. So it looks like we're going to be racing. I think that round will be Silverstone. In either the F1 car or the Super Formula. Didn't they do it? Did they do the Super Formula at Catalunya when it was on? Let me just see. They did, didn't they? I'm sure. Yeah, look. Now, they did, on that weekend that the F1 was on Catalunya, they did the Super Formula. So will they do the same thing for Silverstone? It could be Super Formula. Because, in general, people prefer that car to the F1. I would like them to do the F1 car, though. I really enjoy the F1 car there. You're going to Silverstone? Nice. I've been there... How many times have I been to Silverstone? 2 or 3 times. I went there in 2000 and what year? It rained. I know that. And like start of the race, it rained. It was either 15 or 16 in the race, and then on qualifying, I went the year or two before. I think, yeah, in qualifying we went in 2014 when the hybrids first came out, and we were like, ugh, they sound shit. Been to Hockenheim once. I mean, I've been to Brands Hatch, I've been to Silverstone, I've been to Alton Park, I've been to Donington. That's I think that's all the racetracks I've been to in real life. Obviously with Silverstone, yeah. I've never been one abroad. I don't think. No, I've never been to a racetrack abroad. Only Silverstone, Alton Park, Donington, and Brands Hatch. Used to live right near Brands. I lived about 10 minutes drive from Brands Hatch when I was up to when I was 7 years old. Yeah, be off the tits. What? You want to go to Cotter? Not. I would rather go Spa. If I Calster hates Spa. I think if I was going to go a race, I'd love to go Spa purely because of the weather change, and you got a high chance of quite a like entertaining race there. However, I don't believe Spa would be the best track for viewing because of the sheer distance of it. Cotter would be a good track for viewing because it's probably well designed for viewing. Well, do you know where I'd really like to go? Even though the races are not always the most entertaining, the Abu Dhabi, the Yas Marina, I would love to go to that Grand Prix. I can imagine, the night or in the dark, that just nice. But like the hotels are amazing there as well. Why? Because of the hotels that in the nighttime as well. I think also Singapore, because the Singapore's a really nice city, like one of the best cities in the world. Um, if you've seen some of the buildings in Singapore, it's unbelievable. I'd love to go to that as well. It'd be really humid, but I'd love to go and experience the city as well. Like they've got the lowest. Is it the lowest crime? One of the lowest crime rates around Singapore. Yeah, that would be like a really good experience as well. The 24-hour Le Mans. Um, no, not just for the hotels, but the experience. Like at night, the cars going through at night. So they put on a show there. That's the difference. Like Silverstone won't have the show. The like, obviously I enjoy Silverstone, but I'd like to go to a foreign country with like the show and the entertainment and all that as well as just the F1. Because let's be honest, 90% of F1 races are shit. So you want to at least have something while you're there, a beach or something, something entertaining. Because the F1's 90% of the races are pretty shit. They're pretty boring. So you don't always go for the race. Singapore is the city's supposed to be amazing. Like they've got, is it the hotel? One of the hotels has got a bar at the top that is a boat that goes across the two buildings, isn't it? It's an actual boat on the top. Like it's got a massive boat as a bar on top of buildings. It's insane. Montreal, I'd love to go to Montreal. That's definitely one. Yeah, I've always wanted to go Canada, and I don't know why. I would like to go to Montreal, definitely. Monza, yeah. Do you know why I wouldn't go Monza? Because it's supposed to be really bad for the crime, isn't it? Like, have you ever seen like the reports that people get when they'll get robbed to death? They get like cars broken into, all kinds of shit happens there. Like that's why I wouldn't go into Interlagos. I would love to go to Interlagos, but I would too dangerous, I think. Yeah, I've watched the British Grand Prix. Yeah, Monza's just straights anyway. Yeah. To be honest, I think if I can't, I wouldn't mind finding out what's on at Alton Park soon. Brazil is worse. Yeah, Brazil's really dangerous. Yeah, I know. Like, it doesn't bother you, the crime, but it's a fact. If you go to watch an F1 race and then you get back in your, say you rented a car to get there or something like that, and your car's been smashed, it's not what you want, is it? I wouldn't go and watch Zandvoort because the track is shit. Like, and it's a good track for GT racing, for like GT3s, like touring cars type cars. But for F1, I really don't know how they're going to make that work. I don't understand. The straight is not long enough. It's bare. You can't even overtake in a GT3 car on that straight. So how is an F1 car going to be able to get past? I don't understand. There's literally there's nowhere on that track that an F1 car is going to be able to overtake at all. They're like going through the track now. I can't think of a single location on the track that you could do a pass. The last corner. I have no idea where Hamilton had his car vandalized, not sure. Yeah, I wouldn't go to Russia as well. I think it'd be a good. I think it'd be good to go to Russia, but again, I don't know. Last corner's not an overtaking spot at Zandvoort. Have you driven Zandvoort, Kelsey? I don't know if I can do it on here. Could I do that? No, I couldn't. I've not got it set up right. I was going to say I could show you a lap on Zandvoort now. I've got them on my channel from Assetto Corsa. Like, you go through the you've got a chicane that's really slow. Then it's an acceleration zone for quite a short period where you will not make an overtake, and then it's quite a fast right-hand corner. So like in an F1 car, they're going to be going around it at decent speed, and then it's a short bit of straight before the really long, which will be a flat-out corner in F1. I don't think it'll be if you're close to the car in front, they'll just get so much like dirty air off the car in front, and then it'll just be a short. It'll literally be the cars will be 3 seconds down the straight and they'll be at the braking zone. The straight's too short. There's no way an F1 car is going to be able to overtake at Zandvoort. I don't believe it. It will not be an Calcer. It will not. Trust me. They're not going to be able to overtake there. You wait until they race there. I'll guarantee you that the race will be boring. You won't be able to DRS the last corner though, will you? You might be able to, as soon as you get on the straight, hit the DRS. Like, as soon as you hit if they do it so that the instant that you come off the final corner, the DRS hits, then maybe they might be able to make a move. But I don't believe they'll be close enough because you know how F1 cars cannot follow each other through a corner, and a fast corner at that, very unlikely. And the fact that there's a chicane that they come off just before the two corners before that, the cars will have that pendulum effect. So it'll be early on the throttle, they'll pull away, and then they'll be going through the next fast corner, and then they would have built a gap up probably. We're talking about Zandvoort. They're going to make the last corner banked. Yeah, I understand that, but even now, without it being banked, it would be flat out. Pretty much. I don't think that will make much of a difference, if I'm honest, because if you look at the distance, I can't even show you. There's nothing on there that I wish I could. If the distance between the corner, like you've got the corner that you go through after the chicane, the right-hander, that is a fast corner, but I don't think there'll be cars near enough. It's not long before you'll be on the next corner, the flat-out banked corner that you're talking about. Why did I choose Ford over Toyota, Jaguar, and Porsche? Well, I chose Ford over Jaguar because the Group 4 car's better and the Group 3 car's better. There's no question of that. Over Toyota because Toyota's going to have hundreds of people going for it. It'll be packed. And the 86, although it's a good car, if you get a shit qualifying in the Toyota 86, you cannot overtake. You get stuck behind cars. And I had that experience in the Alpha 4C the other day at Goodwood. It's not a nice experience. Knowing that you're faster, but you cannot do anything about it because you've got no straight line speed. So the Group 4 car in Ford is quite strong. It's good on corners. Tyre wear is not an issue with it. And it can overtake. I think you should go Lamborghini now, Carl. If I'm brutally honest, if I was you, I'd go Lamborghini with the current system because I think you could score some big points. Because I don't know what the car's like since the updated physics, but if you could handle the Lamborghini with the ×20 tyre wear, now that it's so low, I think you'd be okay. I think you'd be able to survive it quite well. Oh, is the Lambo on the steering now? Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, the Group 4 Ford turns in really well. The Group 3 is probably one of the best handling cars around. And there's like the Group 3 Ford GT is at handling tracks, it will always be in the top 3 or 4 cars. 100%. Ah, right. Okay, they've changed the gear ratio in the Lamborghini, have they? It's a strange one. Why would they do that? Maybe they've done that though because would it have been overpowered with the low tyre wear? I don't think it would have been overpowered. It just wouldn't have been. Aston Martin will be worth a shout because when I drove that the other day, the Group 3 Aston Martin's front end was better. They've definitely made the front end on that car good. I've got Mustang in the Group 4, obviously, but I've got Ford GT in Group 3. 100%. It's way better. We just tested it. It was so strong, the Ford GT. It's going to be a beast. We went with Porsche. You probably stick with Lambo. Have you not? Would you not try Ferrari, Calster? Because if you can if the group, I would say the closest cars in terms of the way they're handling is the Lamborghini and the Ferrari in Group 3. And now that the Group 4 Ferrari is pretty decent. For me, when I tried the Aston the other day, the Group 3 Aston had a really strong front end. And the tyre wear isn't an issue now, so it should be okay. You don't need to worry about fuel and tyres. Tyre wear and fuel wear is not a thing. You don't need to worry about any of them for this season. Don't pick a car. You really want a car that chews its fuel, to be honest. Aston Martin might be a bit too good on fuel. That's the only issue. Alright, has he gone Ferrari? You could. Yeah, you probably don't want to take away a chance from him though, do you? Because you're in the same team. Let's have a little look at manufacturers. What manufacturers is there? What about... Yeah, I was going to say you could do that, but you'd be screwing yourself over. I never even remember what manufacturers are on here. So you've got Corvette, could be, yeah, I don't know. Dodge, no. You want an MR car, really, don't you? Because that's what you used to drive. Why have I gone on Dodge? I'm off. What other cars is there that you could... You got Audi, but there's quite a few people gone Audi, obviously. The only other option, which I think will be quite strong for this season, and I think people have overlooked it a bit. Well, I don't know if they've overlooked it. Would be VW and go in the Golf and the Scirocco. I think the Scirocco and the Golf could be an option. Not a bad combination. Also, BMW is not a bad combination. I wouldn't go Peugeot. Wouldn't go Citroen. Wouldn't go Renault. Wouldn't go Alfa Romeo. Peugeot is not a bad Group 3 car, but it's not going to be the best. Like you want in top. Calster's going to be in top split. No, Calster, I wouldn't worry about the Beetle because tyre wear and fuel is not an issue. I think the Golf will be stronger than the Beetle around some tracks, especially this season because look at the tracks that we're on. You've got like Circuit de la Sarthe. I think the VGT will be decent there. Still got seventh gear, like 7 gears. I think it could be quite decent, but Peugeot's okay, but in top split, the problem with the Peugeot is you're never going to be competitive in Group 3 at a fast, like a straight line track. Won't happen. And then the Group 4 car, it'll be competitive in qualifying at a few tracks, but then in the race, I don't know. I think it'll kill the tyres a bit. Yeah, it's still high speed tracks. I mean, I can't remember the full list of... We don't know the full list of tracks, obviously, but the Lamborghini, if Silverstone comes, the Lamborghini is going to be strong for sure. I think Silverstone will be a Lamborghini track because it's all fast corners. So there's a few slow corners, but a lot of it's fast, flat out, high speed corners. So it surely would be a good shout. Renault, no, I wouldn't go Renault. The RSO1's too weak now. They nerfed it for some weird reason. I don't know why. A long time ago. No one's gonna. I don't think many people will go the McLaren F1 because on handling tracks, it's not gonna be. I don't think it'll be good enough. Citroen's shit. I mean, Citroen's good if you're fuel saving, but that's about it. Group 3 Ferrari, drive it and you'll find out what's wrong with it. It's not. You can get used to the Group 3 Ferrari, but it's a car that takes a lot of patience. You need to get used to it. It's a bit like the Lamborghini. You can't just drive it for half an hour and then make your mind up and think that that's how it handles. Because when you get used to the Ferrari, it is good, but you need to put a lot of effort into getting used to the handling of the Ferrari. It's a bit like Lamborghini as well. It takes time to understand the car, but once you've got used to it, you can put up some really good lap times. But yeah. Yeah. What I'm saying though is, it depends in which split you're in though. Like the Group 3 Ferrari, it's not gonna win. I would be amazed if it won a top split FIA race at Interlagos because it isn't bad there. I think I finished P3 in an FIA race once in the Ferrari. I've used Ferrari. I came second overall in the last pre-season before the official season. For manufacturers, I came P2 overall in the whole championship with Ferrari. It was my best ever result, but it was because I did well with the group. The Group 4 car's always been underrated. I don't know why people don't always try it out. It's always been a good Group 4 car. But Group 3 is just hard to drive. And if you have high tyre wear, it kills it. But this season's not all about tyre wear. It'd be interesting. Jaguar, I've tried. Not a bad car. It wouldn't be a bad shout at all, Jag. But I think Ford's a better option, to be honest. Yeah, we tried the Ferrari the other day though, and it was still pretty bad. Like handling wise, it was a bit of a pain. Still tricky to drive the Ferrari. It was just really loose on the rear. You have to just get used to the way it handles. Yeah, the Group 4 Ferrari's really good. Decent car, sure. But you're going back to Porsche. A lot of people have said that the Group 3's been got issues. The Group 3. I didn't get the noise in my headset's died. That's why. VG Velzon, is it? Donated €5 through Super Chat. Hey Key, what force feedback settings do you use on your TGT? By the way, Ford for the win, and thanks for the cool videos. Thank you very much for the donation, mate. I appreciate it. And force feedback, I don't think it will show you on this, but I think I run the first setting at 5, and then the one underneath it at 6. I think 6 or 7. I can't remember exactly, but 5 and then 6 or 7. Pretty sure that's what I have it at. Don't think I can check in here, can I? No. Can't check on that bit, but yeah. I'm sure it's 5 and then 6. It's either 6 or 7. I can't remember. I did change it, and I can't remember whether I went to 6 or 7. But try it out and see what you like. I mean, everyone likes different settings, though, so don't always take what someone says as their settings as what to use, because Lightning uses something different to that. I think a lot of people use totally the other way and go really light. I think Tigany goes like 3 and 3. I think everyone has their own preference to how they like a wheel to feel. Lightning's gone Subaru. Times 10 is way. Yeah, I don't have times 10. I have times 5 middle on the first one, the default, and then times 6 I think on the second one down, on the one next to it. Yeah, I like it a bit heavy, but I don't want it too heavy. I like to be able to feel like The advantage when it's heavy, when you're going through a corner, you can feel movements and it's easy to catch movements. If it's too light, you end up like, I feel like it's little movements make too much of a difference. When it's heavy, you can control that a bit better, I think. But I never changed my force feedback from what it's on now. I've kept it the same. But anyway, I need to end this stream. The little ones woke up. He's not feeling too good, so I'm gonna end the stream. We're gonna stream tomorrow. What day is it? Yeah, tomorrow we'll be streaming some proper FIA practice. So we'll be in the group 4. We'll be practicing again into Largus, and we'll be doing some practice for Nations. So hope you can join in on that. Hopefully, I have a video out tomorrow as well, and I will see you all then. Thank you to everyone who come in the stream today. Thank you for the donations and all the members that have joined the channel. I appreciate it massively. I will get the new people that have joined the channel. If you're not already on the list, if you've just rejoined or whatever, if you're not already on it, I'll get you put onto the outro video within 7 days, hopefully. So yeah, it'll be within 6-7 days that I get it done. Probably Monday or something, or Sunday, because obviously with FIA tomorrow and Saturday, it'll probably be Sunday that I get that sorted. So you'll be on the outro video by Sunday. Anyway, thank you all. I will see you all soon. Have a great night, everyone. Hope you all have good FIAs. Let me know, let me know tomorrow what FIA you pick, and then we'll see you in the practice lobby. See you later, everyone. Bye.